NSC Fan TV, we are here with Emma after the 1-1 tie with Vancouver. Emma has controversial opinions. Oh, Emma, tell us.
Look, I'm gonna ask you. Don't you think
You're asking me?
Yeah. Don't you think the 4-4-2 was a definite tactical improvement on our last few games?
Yes, I thought that the 4-4-2 was an improvement for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, look, they broke down. They didn't keep it up, but we check in. The 4-4-2 is the way to go.
Yeah, with Shaq and I think Bunbury also. I think that he changed the geometry of their defense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the flow was much better. You could have just like positions on the sides, on both sides. I think Taylor did a wonderful job. I mean, you gotta love Danny. Danny Lovitz, we love him.
I love some Lovitz, but you think that Taylor was inadequate, or maybe what kind of replacement?
I think Taylor's a better fit for the 4-4-2.
Washington's a better fit for the 4-4-2.
I think, yeah. I think Danny Lovitz is much better if we're gonna play with the 5 down and he's gonna do the whole thing by himself. But if we're playing the kind of game that you're gonna have Leal on your side and you're gonna be mindful of what's coming down your side, Washington is a very talented defender.
He certainly got the speed, and that's for sure. Can make up some space and so on. So we've looked a little bit at the back. You have opinions about the front, though.
I will never get out of this mood that Mukhtar needs to be either the guy or needs to be the guy for someone, right?
The guy or the guy for someone. Can you explain that dilemma, that disjunction, that either or, that important choice between two paths, the garden of forking paths?
Right. I got a lot of hate tonight, but I think Mukhtar is playing in a hybrid role, right? He's playing both as a 10 and as an 11. Let's put it like that. He wants to both get the fouls and he wants to be the guy who suggests the right play. He wants to be the guy who builds the play and he wants the guy to take the foul so that the play does not develop. Both of those things at the same time are, by definition, impossible.
I agree with you. I think that right now Mukhtar is playing as a schizophrenic player.
Right.
He's playing as he's positioned as a forward, but he wants to play as a 10 or play as an attacking midfielder. Which, given his time at Brøndby, given his time at Hertha Berlin, those were where he played. Right now, his marching orders are forward. So the question here is, should the clarification be play forward, or should the change be get another forward and have Mukhtar play under him?
That is not my business to do, right? I am.
You have diagnosed the problem, not the solution.
Right. I'm sitting about half a mile from where Gary Smith is sitting, and I'm definitely not one of the GMs of this team. I just think like right now there's a clear malfunction in the building the offensive maneuver of this team, right? There's no clear path forward. They're doing great. They have the personnel. Gary Smith seems to be saying, all right, now that we have two people that can hold out the midfield and two people who can hold down the right and left back, do a 4-4, right?
Yes.
That shape does not leave space for Mukhtar.
So that space doesn't make space for Mukhtar.
I don't think so. Either he plays as an 8 who's more of a 10, right? All times on point.
That was his role at Brøndby.
Right. But then who's you got Sapong, who's gonna be the other one?
We have Sapong, who's going to be the other one. And we've been playing Leal as effectively the attacking midfielder under the forward.
But tonight he played out left,
Get outside.
and I love it. I love it for him. He was a great player tonight. But if that's the case, you have Davis McCarthy, effectively the brains of this team, right? And you got Sapong doing all the dirty work we love him for. We feel sorry for him for, right? He's done by the 50th minute. It's done, but we love him for it.
Who's our other? He's not for that forward. What do you think of Loba in that other side? In that other two in the front.
Are we prepared to sacrifice 5-6 games to it?
Given where we are in the playoff chase, no.
Right. So then we can't. So then we go with this. We bite the bullet and we wait until the playoffs, and then we hope that Mukhtar gains us enough foul ticks that we'll be able to score from how do you call it? Foul play, penalty
Play, six and so. Well,
that's what we have.
well, so,
If we didn't get scored on from those.
and hence my Italian friend. Last question.
Yes,
last question.
I'm
last
the guy
question.
who got
My Italian friend, tell me what needs to change in the defense.
we got Zimmerman, who is arguably one of the best defenders in the league. Romney is arguably the best other, right, in a 4 defense. We know that Miller could be it. We know that a lot of people could be the third. But if we're going to play a 4-4-2, we don't have a lot of players who played a 2 defense. We have Shaq and Washington/Lovitz on the other side. We're missing people who know how to hold down on defense if they're the other one. I think both Miller and Romney are humble enough to know what the role is. They know they're not it. They know they're not number 25. But if you want to be number 20,
First job is defense. Coming from someone who knows Italian soccer. Emma.
thank you.
NSC Fan TV.